Hey students, another quarantine day means another video. So this video is going to be a little bit different as I'm going to be going over the questions and statements that you guys made on this e-learning survey that you see here. So first and foremost, many of you asked, do I miss you? And of course I miss you guys. I miss being in class. I miss our very off-topic conversations that we happen to get into often while I was teaching. So I wish that we were back at school, and I hope we do go back this year so we can have our final farewells and all that before summer. So what I wanted to do is with the survey, overall, a lot of you had very positive messages and comments about adjusting to e-learning. But I obviously wanted to address the questions and comments that you guys have made. So a couple of things right off the bat before I go into some advice and tips. The governor says that we'll be out of school until April 30th, so we will just have to wait and see what April 30th brings and what that means for the rest of the school year. So remember, that's going to come from the state on when we are going back to school. Couple of really important comments that you guys had made about understanding content. If you do not understand content that is being taught to you, the best thing that I can suggest is see if you can set up a conference with your teacher through Zoom or through Google Hangouts, or send them an email and ask them to explain it better to you, or call a friend. Those are some suggestions for if you don't understand some of this content that's being pushed out to you. You will not have to repeat the year over. Obviously, if you don't fail any of your classes, then you will continue to move forward as a sophomore. But just because we are not there right now, we are still doing these e-learning. So this is you finishing out your freshman year, and hopefully May things calm down and maybe we'll be able to get back to school. And lastly, I will be doing Zoom or Google Hangout conferences. If you need that one-on-one time, just shoot me an email and I would be gladly able to set up something for us during office hours, which are 10 to 11 each day. Okay, some advice in regards to concerns that were brought forth. So again, if you're struggling with content, just reach out to your teachers via email. If you are struggling with due dates, please reach out to your teachers. We are here to help you, so I know it might not be physically, but we want to make sure that if you are struggling, that you make us aware of if you are struggling. But we have to vouch for ourselves, so we have to advocate for ourselves and be responsible in figuring out solutions to some of the problems. So if you're having a hard time finding assignments online and you don't know what to do, I would suggest reach out to a friend or a teacher and see if they can explain it better so you can figure out where that work is at. Okay? So again, just because we are not in school does not mean you should not be receiving any help from your teachers. So we are here to help you through this process. This is new for all of us. Okay? You guys can improve your grades during this quarantine or through these e-learning days, obviously by getting your current work that is due turned in, and then if you have any late or incomplete work from third quarter, then reach out to your teacher and see if you can make corrections or turn that stuff in. I will accept any and all work that you want to get turned in because I obviously want you to be successful in global studies. Okay? Let's talk a little bit about grading. So your teachers should be understanding about grading. Again, our role here is to support you and do no harm in your learning progress. Grades should be put in periodically. Again, it would depend on your teacher and probably the class. Because of e-learning and according to ISB, the Illinois State Board of Education, grades are to be put in to help you and to not harm you. Okay? So for me specifically, if you need more time on an assignment, I'm okay with that. All I'm looking for is you to get work turned in when you can get work turned in. So if I mark it as a 0 on Google Classroom, I'm just trying to encourage you and motivate you to get that assignment turned in, and then you'll see I'll grade it and you'll be rewarded those points. So if you do something wrong, I will leave a comment on Google Classroom. And in regards to grades, mine are not just participation grades. You guys are getting graded for the work that you're doing and if you're doing it correctly. So again, you'll be able to see that in my comments as I go through your assignments. okay? A lot of you mentioned motivation. So motivation is hard when you're used to being in a routine and you weren't obviously expecting to fall into this quarantine. So my best advice for you is to figure out a routine that works best. So if that's doing all your work in the morning or the afternoon or super late at night, then just continue to do what is working best. What you want to avoid is obviously not doing anything. You want to make sure that you're staying motivated, but figure out what works best in regards to your motivation. In regards to block day scheduling and being motivated, we are on a block day schedule Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So those are even and odds days, and they rotate throughout the week. So if you look at my agenda, I'm always going to label what our odd days are and what our even days are, and I would pay close attention to that. And then Friday is teacher planning day. So this gives you an additional day to get some work done and get some work turned in before the weekend. So that is just an extra day that you're probably not being assigned any work in your classes. So that work assigned days are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday during your block days. Okay? A couple of other things. Remember, if you are struggling, you're not the only one. This is new for everyone, so try and find things that can occupy your mind and time that makes you happy or puts you at ease. But you do not have to be an expert on figuring out how to handle quarantine. It's a day-by-day thing. And by the end of this, you guys will be experts because no one has ever done this before. We are the first of the first to be quarantined and sheltered in place at home. Okay, so you guys are all doing a great job. I have some tips. I'm going to try to go through them quickly because I didn't want to make this a super long video, but it sounds like a lot of your teachers have different expectations. So what I would suggest doing is make a list of your teachers, how they want you to turn assignments in, and also keep a list of assignments and their due dates. So maybe you don't have a planner, but just take a loose leaf sheet of paper out or a scratch sheet of paper and just jot that down, and then you can reference it. You can prioritize your assignments, and you can contact your teacher in the best way to expect a response back from them. Okay? Remember, check your email every day. That is an expectation for the whole entire school. So for myself as well, I check my email every day. And then send emails whenever you need as well because we are all checking them. FaceTime with friends if you are missing them. Okay? Texting is only going to help a little bit. Okay? FaceTiming gives you the opportunity, I know not physically to see your friends, but just to see your friends, through the phone, and it puts you a little bit more at ease. So don't be scared to do some FaceTiming. If you are concerned about your tests and finals, send an email to your teachers and ask your teachers what that will look like. Okay? A couple of other things. Start a hobby. So maybe read a book. Put your phone down for an hour. So obviously I'm going to suggest anything that makes you disconnect from technology. But do that for an hour, maybe a day, and see if that helps you in regards to being stressed or anxious. But go for a walk, go for a bike ride. As long as you are social distancing, you guys can be outside and do some stuff that might put you at ease. But again, feeling uneasy, stressed, or sad, going outside can help this, or take a break when you need that in general. I do hope that we will be able to live normally again. We just have to take these precautions so we can eventually be safe and have that normality back in our lives. We are not going to have to redo our freshman year. Again, this e-learning is helping you guys get the content and the credit for this year, as long as you are passing your classes. And lastly, many of you asked what I am doing to stay positive or active and how my family is doing. So I am still trying to run every day to keep myself active. I am obviously doing a lot with schoolwork. I am Zooming or FaceTiming with friends and family whenever I get a chance. I'm trying to soak up this time by taking on new hobbies or challenges or some spring cleaning that otherwise I wouldn't have the time to do. And I'm obviously preparing for our baby that my husband and I are having in June. So some of you asked, is it a boy or a girl? It is a girl, so she is due in June. the world's got to get a little bit healthier before she arrives. So I hope that we can get this COVID on lockdown by then. I'm craving anything that is sweet, so I'm trying to become a better baker by baking all the sweets I can in my house. My husband is an essential worker, so I kind of spend my time doing stuff around the house while he is at work. And then we are all healthy and we are all doing good. And so I hope that that is the same for you. I hope you're healthy and your families are healthy. And if you have questions, please reach out and continue to be in contact. And I hope you find some happiness in all of this craziness. And lastly, if you can hear my cat meowing in the background, I apologize. But we will talk soon, and have a good rest of your week and enjoy your weekend.